One of the most important things, never, ever quit. Never quit. You know, I went to a great school. I went to the Wharton School of Finance, and in that school, I met a lot of people heading industry today and over the past, very smart people. But I've watched some of the people grow. I've watched some of the most incredible, brilliant students, and they didn't make it like other people made it because they didn't have that drive. They didn't have that never give up ability. I don't know if it's an ability or if you have it, just you can't quit. And I've seen people quitting, and if they would have held out longer, they would have been successful. I've seen it so much. I've seen some of the most brilliant people in the world that never made it because they were quitters. They were just quitters. They would quit. They just couldn't take it. They couldn't whatever. One of the things about loving what you do is that it's not work, and therefore you don't quit automatically. It's a lot easier not to quit. But you can never give up. Now, you have to also have flexibility, though. You can't necessarily say, I'm never giving up, and you got to be able to weave and bob. You don't have to go through a concrete wall when you can go over it or around it or under it or something. You have to have flexibility. You have to always be able to change course a little bit, maybe always with that same goal, but don't quit.
新征程上，我们要始终保持昂扬奋进的精神状态，全面建设社会主义现代化国家，寄托着中华民族的夙愿和期待，凝结着中国人民的奋斗和汗水。中国式现代化是中国共产党和中国人民长期实践探索的成果，是一项伟大而艰巨的事业。
Мы не собираемся воевать с Европой, я уже об этом 100 раз сказал. Но если Европа вдруг захочет с нами воевать и начнет, мы готовы прямо сейчас. То есть здесь не может быть никаких сомнений. Только вопрос в чем? Если Европа вдруг начнет с нами войну, мне кажется, что очень быстро, это же не Украина. С Украиной мы там действуем хирургическим способом, аккуратненько, так? Чтобы, понятно, да? Это не война в прямом современном смысле этого слова. Если Европа вдруг захочет начать с нами войну и начнет ее, то очень может быстро произойти ситуация, при которой нам не с кем будет договариваться.
Presiding Officer, First Minister, party leaders and members of the Scottish Parliament. I know that the Scottish Parliament and the people of Scotland share with me a profound sense of grief at the death of my beloved mother. Through all the years of her reign, the Queen, like so many generations of our family before her, found in the hills of this land and in the hearts of its people a haven and a home. My mother felt, as I do, the greatest admiration for the Scottish people, for their magnificence.
Minhas amigas e meus amigos, fomos surpreendidos na última semana por uma carta do presidente norte-americano anunciando a taxação dos produtos brasileiros em 50% a partir de 1º de agosto. O Brasil sempre esteve aberto ao diálogo. Fizemos mais de 10 reuniões com o governo dos Estados Unidos e encaminhamos em 16 de maio uma proposta de negociação. Esperávamos uma resposta. E o que veio foi uma chantagem inaceitável em forma de ameaças às instituições brasileiras e com informações falsas sobre o comércio entre o Brasil e os Estados Unidos. Contamos com um poder judiciário independente. No Brasil, respeitamos o...
The security of our nation is the most solemn responsibility of any government and the first priority of every Prime Minister. Today, I want to take the opportunity to share my vision for an Australia that is stronger, safer and more resilient, more prepared to meet the challenges and threats of a less certain world. Almost 80 years ago, on the 14th of March 1942, Prime Minister John Curtin gave a speech for broadcast on American radio. He began with this: "On the great waters of the Pacific Ocean War now breathes its bloody steam. From the skies of the Pacific pours down a deathly hail."
この度、検事と承継の儀および即位後朝見の儀を終えて、今日このように皆さんからお祝いいただくことを嬉しく思い、深く感謝いたします。
नमस्कार। मेरे प्यारे देशवासियों, पूरा विश्व इस समय संकट के बहुत बड़े गंभीर दौर से गुजर रहा है। आमतौर पर कभी जब कोई प्राकृतिक संकट आता है तो वो कुछ देशों या राज्यों तक ही सीमित रहता है, लेकिन इस बार ये संकट ऐसा है जिसने विश्व भर में पूरी मानव जाति को संकट में डाल दिया है। जब प्रथम विश्व युद्ध हुआ था, जब द्वितीय विश्व युद्ध हुआ था, तब भी